Happy Friday, Achieve Virtual Education Academy teachers. Trying something a little more different, a little more engaging, trying to get my face on, my groove on. Don't make fun of the way I dance. But anyways, with that, let's get into this. Happy Friday, Achieve Virtual Education Academy teachers. It is your wonderful and certainly not perfect principal here at Achieve Virtual, trying something a little different, so don't make fun of me too bad, especially if I look goofy or have a hair sticking out of my nose. Just shoot me an email quietly so I can change it for the next time. But I kind of wanted to see how much more engaging my bright and shining personality can be on screen than it is just hearing my sometimes whatever voice, whatever you may think of my voice. So anyways, with that, the Achieve Virtual Teacher of the Year voting. 2 weeks ago, I sent out some information regarding if you'd like to nominate somebody a teacher. I know not all of you see each other or know each other very well, and so you might not have an opinion one way or the other outside of yourself. But if you did, just like every year, please submit us some names, and then we'll take votes on those. And I don't expect everyone to vote. But I know some of you that are close to these people or know kind of the job they do might like to have a say in what their chance of representing Achieve Virtual for our Teacher of the Year this year at the district level. So with that, our 4 nominees this year that I received from you are Liz Jackson. She teaches ninth grade center in language arts, so she primarily teaches ninth grade level language arts for us. She has worked a little bit on creative writing and that content while here at Achieve as well. James Totten, he's one of our evening school teachers here. He teaches social studies for the evening school. For Achieve, he's kind of wherever I need him to fill in, but mostly U.S. history, AP World History, and AP U.S. History. Shannon Singleton, she's department chair here at Ben Davis High School. Ironically, their teacher of the year last year. She teaches U.S. Government and AP U.S. Government for us. And then Mr. Michael Slack, a teacher at Perry Meridian High School, teaches pre-calculus, but anything, all things math, if we need him to. He's been really flexible. So congratulations to our 4 nominees. They all represent Achieve well in their communication with students, pushing students to succeed, consistent completion rates, and ensuring their content and curriculum is rigorous and updated, and joining us in our professional development opportunities. So thank you and good luck. Hopefully by next Friday I'll be able to announce our 2015/16 Teacher of the Year for Achieve Virtual. So good luck. Big website update I wanted to bring to your attention. We now have the option to review our school on Google+. So families, students, current, past, potentially future, depending on their interactions with our office, can go on to Google Plus and they can rate us. That's going to be great, especially for positive reviews for our marketing. Really help us, up our connections in Google when people search for virtual high schools in Indiana. Our negative reviews, it'll allow us to look at the feedback and try to evolve, change, and improve ourselves. So that's certainly welcome as well. But what's important for you to note is that our community, the state of Indiana, not just the MSD of Wayne Township or Indianapolis, but the state of Indiana now has the power to rate all of our interactions. What I'm not sure is if they can put individual comments, but they can certainly star, and if there's a reason to put comments, some of those could be directed at specific individuals. So wanted you to be aware of that. I'll find out more information about the comments as I intend to interact with this a little bit and kind of see how it works out. I myself am not going to put a review on there as I don't feel it's appropriate the principal jump on there and put a review, but I kind of want to see how it looks and works, and I would encourage you to as well. But just know that it's out there. It'll be a good tool specifically to help us get better, but also help us with our marketing. So it's certainly a good thing, but I wanted you to be aware. No shows or started but disappeared on you. I've received a few names, 6 total. One I think we've actually withdrawn. She was over 18, had started one assignment, and then has kind of given the runaround to her teachers. But it's time to start getting me those names. We've been in school now for 5-6 weeks this semester. We're halfway through February, so it's definitely time. If you've got kids that haven't done any work, shoot me those names. I think I've heard from about 4 teachers, but some of those students, they're not working for anybody. They haven't started. So start sending me those names. I'm compiling a working roster that I work with Miss Goodnight. night. I do the follow-up phone calls if I don't hear from them. If they're over 18, we withdraw as disinterest. If they're under 18 and we don't hear from them, we start the missing student clearinghouse procedures. If we do get in touch with them, I do my best to scare them into working, or we will withdraw as missing still because they're truant. We're not going to get a whole lot of support from state entities, I don't think, being here in Indianapolis for pushing those parents. You see some news articles about parents getting arrested in Peru, Indiana, and those kinds of places. But with here, as big as Marion County is, and us being located in the city, I doubt we'll get much help or support. But we'll do our best to use our fear tactics to our advantage and see if we can get them to jump either to withdraw to another school, be it homeschool or otherwise, or get working. So ideally they're working. We want the credits. You want the money. It's better for everybody. So we start there. But if they're under 18, it's not as simple as just withdrawing them. So just be reminded of that. Skyward from Genius. Our committee has not met again yet, so I think we've missed now either 3 or going on 4 weeks, but we haven't talked about it since about 3-4 weeks ago. We will meet again, and I'll know more hopefully at that meeting and be able to begin setting up kind of training and instructions. So just FYI, I'm still thinking about it. I want you to be thinking about it, but I don't have any new information to report yet. On a different system note, I do hope all of you that are getting into It's Learning are beginning to enjoy it. I think it's going to be a lot better than My Big Campus. It's going to be a lot better for the students and parents, especially just being able to see the grade book, if nothing else. And you know, I think it's going to be better for all of us. So hopefully you're enjoying that as Michelle and Scott get you your content to review. Remember, that was February and March's PD. We don't have online webinar meetings as we've done consistently. Instead, you're getting an assigned task from Michelle to look over your class that you've traditionally taught online for us, and going through that. Happy Valentine's Day. Hopefully I reminded somebody that this Sunday is Valentine's Day, and so be sure to go out and get your cards, your chocolates, your suckers, and plan a dinner date. Although if you haven't already made reservations, that might be tough to come by, so good luck with that. You get Monday off, so here's your next long weekend, and after that we do have that final push into spring break, which I believe is 5 weeks. So be aware of that. You know, it'll be fine. It'll be here before you know it, but oftentimes that's where you start to see the strain in students, the drop off at Achieve Virtual and student work, and just kind of that mental drain on the staff as you get to that mid-semester point, especially when there's only between winter break and spring break only the 2-3 day weekends. So I know it can be tough, but this semester it's always the longer one. You start getting, you still get fighting the winter weather blues a little bit, and before that nice warm weather starts moving in for spring. So hang in there. You guys are doing great. I feel like I've said this the last couple of times, but I really feel like it's been a great spring semester with students starting. Hopefully that continues. So hopefully you enjoyed my presentation. Hopefully I didn't look too much like a helicopter fighter pilot or something crazy. But either way, it's engaging. That's what we want, just like our students. So you have a wonderful 3-day weekend. Can't wait to see you guys next week.